You still carry them. The shadows of who you were then. They show up in your voice, in the way your shoulders rise when someone raises theirs, in how quickly you smile when you feel tension, in how long it takes you to say what you really mean. You don't see the child anymore, but they're in the room, tugging at your sleeve in moments of fear, hiding behind your confidence, whispering things you thought you'd outgrown. Sometimes you catch a glimpse, a reflection, a sound that makes your chest ache, a smell that pulls you into a memory you weren't trying to visit. You look around, startled, but it's only the past, showing you it never really left. Where are you watching from? Wherever that is. I hope you know you're not the only one feeling this. When you were younger, you made sense of the world the best way you could. You mapped safety onto behaviors. You drew invisible lines between emotion and punishment, between honesty and loss, between presence and performance. And it worked. You got by. You adapted. That wasn't weakness. That was survival. But now, those same maps are guiding you through places they were never meant to reach. You hesitate before asking for help. You over-explain small things. You crave closeness, but brace for distance. The shadows of who you were then, they don't disappear. They follow you, gently, waiting to be seen, not to haunt you, to remind you that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to walk beside the past without letting it lead. You learned early that the world wasn't always soft. So you became softer than necessary, quiet when you wanted to scream, polite when you were aching. You became what the room needed, and somewhere in that performance, you lost track of what you needed. Because when your love was earned through behavior, you started behaving instead of being. That shadow, the one you keep bumping into in your adult life, it's shaped like an old rule. Be good, be helpful, be easy to love. And now, you're tired, not just physically, but soul tired, from carrying every version of yourself you thought might finally be enough. Has that ever felt true for you? You see, the brain doesn't drop old lessons. It stores them, especially the ones you didn't get to outgrow safely. There's a concept in psychology called implicit memory. The stuff you don't recall consciously, but your body never forgot. So when your stomach flips before a difficult conversation, when your voice shakes as you ask for reassurance, when you laugh at something that hurt, that's not immaturity. That's memory. Your inner child scanning the moment asking, are we okay here? Are we safe yet? This doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're layered. Each part of you, the performer, the peacekeeper, the one who hides when things get loud, they were built for survival. They protected something sacred. The core of you, the part that still wants truth, still wants tenderness, still wants to believe it's possible to be loved without the performance. That part isn't gone. It's just been waiting for permission. You see it in the little things. The way you hesitate before knocking on a closed door. The way you replay conversations hours after they end. The way you brace for withdrawal when someone takes a little too long to reply. It's subtle, but it's constant. The child in you is still watching the room, still reading tone, still translating silence as rejection. And so, you don't ask for much. You shrink your needs. You label your feelings as dramatic. You apologize for being hurt before anyone even blames you. Not because you're fragile, because somewhere along the way, you learned that being less made you safer, more likable, easier to keep. But here's the truth. You weren't meant to be kept as a convenience. You were meant to be known. Fully. Including the part that cries at movies. Including the part that gets anxious when plans change. Including the part that still wants to be held when life gets heavy. That doesn't make you needy. It makes you real. There's another idea in trauma research, inner fragmentation. The ways we split ourselves into parts to manage what was once too much. One part performs. Another withdraws. Another feels everything and doesn't know where to put it. And sometimes, those parts don't talk to each other. You feel conflicted, confused, tired. Because you're carrying different versions of yourself who haven't been introduced. You're not crazy. You're complicated. Because your past required complexity. But healing doesn't mean erasing the parts. It means integrating them. Letting the scared version of you finally rest. Letting the angry one be heard. Letting the quiet one speak. And realizing, you don't need to become someone new to be worthy. You only need to let all of you come home. So here's where we begin. Not with fixing, but with feeling. Not with force, but with invitation. Because the younger you, the one hiding in your hesitation, they don't need a lecture. They need presence. Try this tonight. Sit in stillness for just 3 minutes. No phone, no task, just a hand on your chest and the softest voice you can find saying, "I'm here. I'm listening." Not because something's wrong, but because you've been alone in this too long. Another gentle practice. Next time you catch yourself criticizing an old version of you, pause. Ask, what did I need back then? Not what you should have done, what you needed. Understanding is the doorway to healing. Compassion is the key. And finally, take a moment to name the part of you that feels unseen. Is it the one who never got picked first? The one who had to act fine when no one checked in? The one who held the pain so others didn't have to? Speak to them. Write them a letter if you want. Or just whisper something simple, like, "I'm sorry you went through that." Or, "You deserved more softness." Because they're still here. Not broken, just waiting. You're not too much. You were over-needed. You're not overly sensitive. You were deeply tuned in. You're not behind. You're reuniting with the parts of you that never got to finish their story. Let this be a beginning, a slow remembering, a quiet return. You don't need to rush. You're already on your way. And when you look back, not with judgment, but with tenderness, you'll see it wasn't your fault. The way you held your breath when love felt uncertain. The way you dimmed your light in rooms that couldn't handle your glow. The way you clung to perfection just to feel safe in your own skin. All of it made sense. All of it had a reason. You didn't choose those shadows. You walked through them, and you made it here. That's not a wound. That's resilience. Maybe healing isn't about becoming someone new. Maybe it's about becoming someone ancient. The version of you that existed before the edits, before the masks, before the applause for being someone you weren't. You were never broken. You were brilliant at survival. But survival is no longer your only job. Now, you get to rest. Now, you get to ask, what do I want? Not just what keeps me safe. What do I feel? Not just what makes sense. You can breathe now. Fully, deeply, softly. So as this moment ends, take one image with you. Picture the child you were, sitting at the edge of a room, heart in their hands, waiting to be seen. Now picture yourself walking in, kneeling beside them, and saying, "I see you. I know what it took." You don't have to hide anymore. And maybe that's all you ever needed. If this sounded like your story, write one word below, the one you needed to hear when you were small. And if someone comes to mind, someone still chasing worth in quiet ways, share this with them. Not loudly, just like a hand reaching out in the dark. You are not your shadows, but you are allowed to walk with them, and still step into the light.